All new tonight, the state-run rehab centers aim to help Florida doctors and nurses struggling with addiction. But all new tonight, I-Team reporter Katie LaGrone exposing why these programs are now being accused of hurting, not always helping, the doctors and the nurses it treats.
I would classify what I had as polysubstance abuse, painkillers and alcohol.
He's a practicing Florida doctor.
Depression since I was a young girl.
She's a licensed mental health counselor. Both are staying in the dark out of fear of repercussions, but speaking out about the state's rehab program for doctors in Florida.
There are some serious flaws in the system, and I'm here to tell you, I know firsthand that that's true.
Its purpose is to help people, but it's not doing that. It's abusing it.
In 2013, while applying to get her license in mental health, she says she was thrust into a 5-year state contract for drug and alcohol addiction after admitting she was hospitalized and treated for depression 4 years earlier.
I felt humiliated, frustrated.
Frustrated doesn't begin to explain how this doctor felt after being 3 years clean in state rehab, only to learn a routine drug screening tested positive for low levels of alcohol.
I didn't drink. I hadn't drank in 3 years.
He disputed it, paid for additional tests to prove his innocence, even took a lie detector test.
It still didn't make any difference to them. They still said, no, we've got the original test that was positive, so no matter what the retest shows, we still think that you relapsed.
Relapse meant starting over in rehab and halting his practice for 3 months.
I'm just not going to suffer consequence for something I didn't do.
There's only one place you can go.
Both hired attorney Steve Brownlee, who has made a business out of defending doctors and nurses sent to these state-contracted rehab programs, known as the Professionals Resource Network, or PRN, and the Nurse Intervention Project, or IPN.
Because it seems like everybody that gets into the net gets caught. And there's a lot of people that don't belong in that net. And we have to help get out.
As of January, more than 2,000 doctors and nurses were enrolled, nearly all of them sent by the very doctors approved to treat them once they're in.
There's an incentive there to in turn suggest the person is impaired.
I hear about a lot of questionable cases.
Dr. Jay Wolfson, Associate Vice President of USF Health, fears these programs designed to encourage doctors and nurses with issues to seek help anonymously are headed in a direction that will only keep them quiet.
It's become a business as well as a service. And that's where it can get difficult.
As part of an annual check last year, Department of Health staff determined PRN to be in compliance with all contractual responsibilities.
I would not recommend PRN to anybody.
After 1 year, the state's medical board agreed this mental health counselor did not need drug and alcohol rehab.
I just no longer trust them.
While this doctor continues his battle to prove he's now clean.
I am fighting for my reputation.
And ready to move on.
It's been too hard to come back from where I was, to let that go.
The state's doctor rehab program vehemently denies forcing anyone into its program. PRN's medical director says they are reviewed annually for oversight and accountability. A full statement on our website, abcactionnews.com. I'm I-Team investigator Katie LaGrone, taking action for you.